Let's finish up this playlist with styling a table. And so I brought back our 3x3 table of superheroes here. So you could maybe stop the recording and just set that up. And there's the code for it right there. And then underneath I also have my style section set up to go. So you can set that up as well. Okay, so the first thing I want to talk about are borders. So I'm going to start here with, and notice here that I did give the table an ID. So instead of styling a table, I'm going to style the element that has this ID. All right, I prefer that approach. Okay, so that means that I need to put the ID here with a hashtag, and then I'll put my CSS rules in here. I can give myself a little room to type. And let's try this first. Border. All right, so border is a CSS property, and it's a little different because you identify a number of different values at once. So the thickness of the border, let's go with 1 pixel. The color, we'll go with black. And then the type of border, there's dotted and solid and so forth. So we'll go with solid and then end that with a semicolon. All right, so let's see what that does. All right, so we get, I'll close this now. We get a border around just the table there. But it would probably look better if we had, like a grid, like an Excel spreadsheet. So we could attempt that by maybe attacking here the rows instead. So if I said TR, let's see what we get. All right, we get that, and you might like that look. But how about if we go with just the cells? So TH, right, that would be these cells up here that have the column names. Now you can, I don't think I showed you this yet, you can also do, you can do two things at once. If you want to apply the same rule to do two different sets of elements, you can do something like this. So this would get the headers, and then, not TR, sorry, TD. So all of the THs and all of the TDs down here. And that looks pretty good. So if you just go with putting borders around the cells, I think it looks good. You can also give yourself a little bit of padding inside. So maybe we'll go with 5 pixels there. Space things out a little bit. Okay. And then how about if we go with a background color? So for a background color, I like to color the rows. You could do it by coloring the cells, but you'll see later why I like to choose the rows instead. So let's go down here and we'll attack the rows. So it's the rows inside my table. So background color, and I'll go with cyan there. Let's go with light. Good. Okay. So that's borders and that's the background color. And so what I'd like to do now is in the next video, we'll finish up here and I'll show you how you can maybe get different coloring on the even and the odd rows, special coloring for the header, and then maybe something to do with hovering as well. Okay, so I'll see you in the next video.